triple pack, I suppose. This is Kingdom Hearts Union Cross back cover, which is going to be very interesting. I have my window open currently, so if you do hear things in the background, it's people outside, or dogs, or whatever, or cars. And also, because this is a movie, I'm probably going to be doing what I did in the last one, where I'm going to be semi-distracted by doing other work as well. Multitasking. It's great. But then it also maybe gives a credence to the fact that this isn't... I'm not a fan of this. I think I expected... Maybe it's because I expected a really decent thing out of it, and it just ended up being far more confused than ever. Whether it was done the way I wanted it, would it have been less confusing? I don't know, but we'll find out. So let's crack on, shall we? Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. I call it Cross because it's... That's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be Union Key, and it's like, ugh. Just say Key. I suppose. Oh yay, they even rendered in the very bad opening movie from the game. They could have... I don't know, I think they could have maybe done and made a fucking game out of it instead of this. I don't know, that would have taken time, I suppose, and time's probably something they didn't have. But they're just throwing all this text at you, and it's like, what the fuck? Or just maybe a few more cutscenes of, you know, of all this stuff with the player character. Even they could go with the default player character. Like, I think he's in one scene in the entire so-called movie, and that's it. I'm not sure you can play it anymore. I think you can download it and stuff, but I think it just gives you all the cutscene crap. Been tidying up for the past hour and a bit, so the dust has got to my throat, I think. Hooray! No, look at all the behind-the-scenes shit that would make any sense of what you've just seen. It looks good, I'll give it that, though. But they used the same engine for KH3. Ah, the case of Luxu. Or as we call him, Luxia!
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Ah, Xehanort's Keyblade.
Here, take it.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luxu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
But would it, though?
Long, long ago, all the worlds
The
were
galaxy
still
far, far
one.
away. Oh, right.
One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade? I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes?
Hell,
Are we to
yeah, the Master of
abandon
Masters
all
is a
of
very
them?
weird
Come on,
character.
are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to
7
at least
lights?
try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Wow, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Fine, fair enough. I'm off. Bye. Peace out, bitch.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn,
He's
was
the
given his
masked
role to take over for the
unicorn.
Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear,
Because
was
obviously.
given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
Generic stock character.
This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure.
All of which we will not show you
Five of the
here.
master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies.
Because you know, well, not everyone
They
played the game, but
each
not everyone would sit
created
through
a
that
union.
slog.
This
it was
would
a fucking
fulfill
slog.
his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
There's a traitor among us.
Technically,
Are
you're
you
all
certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a Dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
What? No, look at his little face. Ah, look, it's got the thing on its back, so
Master,
these are the
did you
Dream
make
Eaters.
this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this Spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness,
Trying to find the thing I'm trying
their
to
adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't
just
stop
leave this work and do
this
it tomorrow.
renegade spirit,
Or at
it'll
least a little
plant
bit later.
darkness in the hearts of
Actually,
others.
by the time this is done, it'll be
And
too
you'll
late,
have an
yeah.
army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking. It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the Nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully
Someone
disagree.
in this very room. Stupid
What
paper.
proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of
I've got
darkness?
so much paper.
Or
you do
if
not
a nightmare
understand how
is to
much
blame.
fucking trees I've
We
got
shouldn't
for
simply jump to
all this
conclusions.
time at university.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
Yeah,
That
Ira,
was
you fucking
foolish.
idiot.
I said, that's quite enough.
And that's kind of what this becomes. It's
It
like a
looks
case
to
of a
me
group of people
like the Master
who
made the
let
wrong
their, well,
choice.
some let their egos
Wait.
take over.
Where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope
It's the fact that they've all been given
hope
a
we can all
secret job
resolve
to do,
this.
but they're not allowed to disclose it to everyone else. But they're also aware that everyone's got a secret job that they can't disclose to everyone else.
That didn't go as expected.
What's
there
wrong,
we go.
Ira? This
Think about that
isn't
one.
like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and
Yeah,
the
but how would
page
they
is
be able to remove
suspiciously missing
everyone's
from the book.
Page from their book without them
It's
knowing.
not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. Then do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luxu, to form and maintain our own unions is... it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on! Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait, do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Invi, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me
Turns out
down.
he's a smelly poopy head.
Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to
Then I
tie his
propose a
accusations
mutiny,
to anyone,
because that's going to fix things.
let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Aced, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
That's enough.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Hello, protagonist who actually has a name and stuff. Again, not played the game. I think he's meant to be
face? Did
like
something happen?
Riku to your Sora kind of thing.
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. and as such we must obey. The Master said so, so it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a
The
chance.
book? Oh, I don't think so. I'm not talking about no book.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you
Although
say
if you
so.
want to share me the book, I'll take it.
But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy.
Oh,
We're
that's
meeting
supposed
again
to be your
tomorrow.
character.
That sounds like so much fun.
Which implies
Then
that that main
you
character
better go
never
home
joins
and
that
get some
union,
sleep.
even though I definitely joined her
Okay.
union when I played it.
Well, it was nice
Let
talking
me
to
see
you.
if I can down. I think I've still
I
put
don't
it
know
down.
what's
Is
got
it
you
my phone?
down. But please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do.
There's the theatre
Let the wind
where you can
carry
watch
you
all the
far,
films,
far away.
all the cutscenes.
My
But that's about
dandelions.
it.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Aset and Gula's unions are now allied.
It seems I can't
So
fucking match play
Ased
the
is the
game.
traitor
That's
after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased,
because obviously there's also
unification is a
Dark
means
Road.
of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the
not even
light.
updated. Well, that's good.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly
What a
forbidden
waste.
by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please
I
understand.
don't want him to think I'm a
Yes,
sneaky,
I do.
sneaky, sneaky.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
I mean, we literally only credited it like 2 minutes ago, according to this film,
reason?
but you know.
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that sort of action's gonna fix
And
that.
that's exactly why.
Yeah, as if that's not gonna make people think he's the traitor, because he's about to fucking strangle him.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Envy. You will regret this.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. Guy was just testing you.
Right.
Now, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by him. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me.
I'm trying to have some ground
I don't know
here.
if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Asaad.
Best of luck, asshole.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Murder!
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses!
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Ava, over here!
Envy! Aced! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
It's not true. It's impossible.
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Try not to knock the microphone while I'm moving around and doing stuff.
Master. Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay! Now, where... Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
Read it. It's smelly.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here
Oh, so
is-
he deliberately didn't put one in there.
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off!
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Trust no one but myself.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop!
You too, huh?
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page.
The Lost Page!
He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea.
Oh, if it's your role, then I suppose.
I
it's fine.
apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes... they were... scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then... he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How's he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Oh no, oh, Fluffy.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Oh, he's so cute.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Aced and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see.
Time of the day where everyone's noisy outside.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Aced and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Invi, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand. Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, You mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
The Gazing Eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies...
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations!
So
What's the
clearly
matter?
Lucy
Come on! You did a fantastic job!
trains
At least
Xehanort.
smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then.
Yeah, well.
Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out.
Get going.
No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
Which is
What's in it?
something I could do,
It's
but I
a
don't want to do it
secret.
whilst,
And, well, you see,
whilst you guys are there.
thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great. Now I
What if I'm
really want to
really
know.
curious?
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
Whisper, 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 whisper. Ballsack. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
But why?
You'll see.
Oh, will I now? But I want to see now. Not fucking years later.
May my heart be my guiding key.
And that's it, I think. That's all of it. Yeah, that's it. That's how short this is. That's like, what, barely an hour? Or at least an hour? It's like, Jesus, that could have been so much more, and that's been my problem. The fact that I've been distracted trying to do other bits of work just proves how boring this can be, and how little it answers. Ooh, Matthew Mercer, nice. It's just... oh... It's like this thing could have so much more, but it just doesn't. So even now I'm still sorting through paper because it's just far more interesting or far more... I don't know. Because what else can I say apart from this thing was far too short and it just needed more. Like, they could have put in more cutscenes of like all the stuff that happened in the actual game. Like, because most people won't plough through that. Even I've not gone through that game entirely, and apparently I can't anymore because they've just decided to stop it working. Oh, I can watch all the cutscenes. Oh wow, yeah, fuck off. Sit through a load of cutscenes that are probably going to be pointless when you could have cherry-picked a load of them and put them in this along with all this stuff. And I think some of the cutscenes in this are in that game. They're just obviously in that 2D sprite formation, which I don't know, I was just expecting something far greater for what it was. I knew it was going to be a film, that I knew. But I was hoping for it to explain the story of the game, at least. And it doesn't, it just seems to be a series of vignettes of secrety stuff, and then what does it unveil? Nothing, it just adds a load more mysteries. That, you know, you'd think, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to touch on this. I'm going to tell you right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 touches on none of this until the very end, and even then it just adds more questions. Which, yeah, you know, you've got to keep the series going, haven't you? But then I suppose it's worked, because I am very, very excited for the next Kingdom Hearts game, because I want to know what the fuck's going on. I want to know what this all has to do with, you know, the current series, apart from what you could infer. I don't know, maybe I just missed the point. I may need to like watch an explaining video about it or something, but I just do not like it. It looks beautiful, it's acted beautifully, the music's great. What's here is good, it's just it needed more, in my opinion. Far more than what's there. It's done now, it's been taken out. Well, it's all done now. For now, until we get to 3, and then more. But as I say, I'm going to take a break from Kingdom Hearts for a little bit. Do some other games, cover some of the franchises. I'm seeing a lot of, as I'm scrolling through, I'm seeing a lot of people going against Turning Red, and I need to watch it. Or some people going event to do it. Unlocked characters, eh? Oh, maybe it'll tell me more. Hooray! That's it? That doesn't give you anything new? It's just all the shit that you already know? It's pointless! That's it? Nothing new. Nothing new at all. It's fucking pointless. Anyway, that has been this godforsaken piece of garbage that could have had a lot more effort put into it. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the time. And for what's there, it's alright. Just... No, I'm just going to repeat myself. I'm just going to go then. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, just over an hour.